Hey guys, I'm Walter Bernasiak and welcome to Top 5. Here we count down the best and worst performances of our most beloved actors. Today we take a look at the best of everyone's favorite human cartoon, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey has been in the public eye for decades now. Even though many people know him for the crazy comedic characters he's played, he also has some fantastic dramatic roles to his credit. This guy has some great range, and these are his top 5 best performances. Number 5, Stanley Ipkiss / The Mask in The Mask. This number 5 spot had a few contenders, but what put The Mask over the top is the fact that Carrey got to cut loose in this role like none before or after. When timid bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss discovers a magical mask containing the spirit of the Norse god Loki.
Loki? Who's Loki?
I am a god, you dull creature!
His entire life changes. While wearing the mask, Ipkiss becomes a supernatural playboy exuding charm and confidence, which allows him to catch the eye of local nightclub singer Tina Carlisle. Unfortunately, under the mask's influence, Ipkiss also robs a bank, which angers junior crime lord Dorian Tyrell, whose goons get blamed for the heist. So Carrey plays 2 roles in this movie. We have Stanley Ipkiss and the Mask himself. He starts out not so great as Ipkiss. It seems like he's holding back in the straight man character. I'm sure that was done to boost the appeal of the Mask and his zaniness that comes out later in the movie, but he's played fantastic straight man characters before that were very engaging. This one takes a while to warm up. However, as the film goes on, Ipkiss becomes more interesting and it turns into a very solid role for Carrey. Of course, the real reason why this is on the list is because of his performance as the Mask.
Spoken! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta! Somebody stop me!
This guy's incorrigible.
This must have been a dream come true for the guy. He got to play a real-life cartoon character. Everything from his movements to his expressions, still showing through the makeup, reveal probably his most purely entertaining and I think in some respects underrated role he's ever done. I wish we had more of him as the Mask in this movie. It just feels like that character deserved more screen time. Hey, maybe they'll make a sequel. Got cold in here. Number 4, Ace Ventura in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. 1994 was Carrey's breakout year. This, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber all came out then. And Ace Ventura might still be what Carrey is best known for. That character is pretty much the epitome of his crazy side. It's all him unfiltered in the best way. When the Dolphin mascot of Miami's NFL team is abducted, Ace Ventura, a zany private investigator who specializes in finding missing animals, looks into the case. Soon, Miami Dolphins players are kidnapped too, including star player Dan Marino, making Ace's sleuth work even more pressing. Working with Dolphins representative Melissa Robinson, Ace closes in on the culprits, but not before many ridiculous misadventures. Carrey comes out of the gate swinging in this, and it lasts the whole film. His energy is infectious, and it carries the film past mediocrity and put him on everyone's radar. What makes this role very strong for Carrey is that Ventura is not an idiot. He's obviously super eccentric, but he's also very smart and competent. Not just some fool. Carrey gave him just a touch of depth, that's all he needed. The memorable lines are complemented by Carrey's impeccable physical humor.
Alrighty then.
I have exorcised the demons.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Overall, he's more well-rounded here than in The Mask, and this is just a better movie. The laughs don't stop. If you've never seen this one, go back and check out why Carrey became so popular in the first place. Number 3, Joel Barish in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I love this movie. This is probably my favorite film on the list. Carrey gives an important career performance here. His introverted portrayal of a man giving up on love and one by one losing the memories of that love have him run the gamut of varying powerful emotions. After a painful breakup, Clementine undergoes a procedure to erase memories of her former boyfriend Joel from her mind. When Joel discovers that Clementine is going to extremes to forget their relationship, he undergoes the same procedure and slowly begins to forget the woman that he loved. Directed by former music video director Mikhail Gondry and written by Charlie Kaufman, the visually arresting film explores the intricacy of relationships and the pain of loss. This quiet, shy Jim Carrey works just as well, if not even better, in this film than most of the other kooky characters that people know him better for. Joel is a relatable, likable, and flawed character. All these different elements are made present in several scenes with minimal lines from Carrey. His face and body language do a lot of the heavy lifting. There are points when Carrey manically tries to hold on to the individual memories before they're erased, and those scenes are fantastic. He's nervous, he's scared, and in an impossible situation to imagine. He just nails it. There are several relationships shown in this movie, with Joel and Clementine's, Kate Winslet, feeling the most organic. Everyone is great in this movie, even the smaller roles, but Kate Winslet should not be overlooked here. She's amazing in Eternal Sunshine. This may be Carrey's movie, but Winslet almost outshines him at times. I'll admit that the movie itself is so unique and surreal, yet familiar and authentic, that itself is better than Carrey's performance. The whole movie doesn't exactly hinge on him like number 2 and 3 do on this list. I notice something new every time I watch it, truly something special. If you think Carrey can't pull off a serious role, go watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's my top recommendation as a film, but Carrey himself is better in 2 more roles. Number 2. Truman Burbank in The Truman Show. The concept for this movie is very intriguing. It's just outside the grasp of reality. But when you look at the idea behind The Truman Show, are we really that far off? There's so much for Carrey to sink his teeth into here. He gets to be funny, he gets to be serious. It's really the best of both worlds for him in a great movie. He doesn't know it, but everything in Truman Burbank's life is part of a massive TV set. Executive producer Christof orchestrates The Truman Show, a live broadcast of Truman's every move captured by hidden cameras. Christof tries to control Truman's mind, even removing his true love Celia from the show and replacing her with Meryl. As Truman gradually discovers the truth, however, he must decide whether to act on it. Truman is lovably goofy in this without coming off as obnoxious like Carrey can sometimes get. The name of the game behind this performance are the layers behind it. He plays Truman as the world sees him, and he plays the real man underneath who hates his surroundings and is trying to plan his way out of town. All those conversations with himself and little things that he thinks nobody hears is very nuanced. Carrey handles it well, nearly perfect. He's innocent but determined as the story moves along. When he suspects that something is off, that's when another layer comes out. This is more manic, more riled up. He wants answers and is starting to become more spontaneous. He even questions those around him.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
I've tasted other cocos. This is the best.
What the hell does this have to do with anything? Tell me what's happening!
The Truman Show is a lot of fun. It asks important questions while being quirky enough to keep it light. Check it out if you haven't. And as Truman would say, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And the number 1 best Jim Carrey performance is Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon. This is the only role I've ever seen Jim Carrey completely disappear in. There's no sign of him anywhere. He becomes Andy Kaufman, and that's good enough for number 1. Jim Carrey stars as the late Andy Kaufman, who was considered one of the most innovative, eccentric, and enigmatic performers of his time. A master at manipulating audiences, Kaufman could generate belly laughs, stony silence, tears, or brawls. Whether inviting the audience out for milk and cookies or challenging women to intergender wrestling matches, he specialized in creating performances so real that even his close friends were never sure where the truth lay. Andy Kaufman was a weird dude. To jump inside that guy's psyche could not have been easy. He didn't think about things the way other entertainers did. He was very different in the style of his comedy and his personality in general. Carrey fully committed to the madness, and the result is something transcendent when compared to his other work. His story is ultimately tragic. However, the joy Kaufman brought to his friends and fans is displayed very well in this film. His spirit was there, and if you compare Carrey's performance here to old videos of Kaufman, it's really uncanny. The things Kaufman did were fascinating. From the creation of his alter ego, Tony Clifton, to the video played at his funeral, Jim Carrey plays him with great respect, authenticity, and a big heart. Not long ago, rumors were swirling that Andy Kaufman was alive. A few of his friends claimed he faked his death as one last big prank on everybody. While Kaufman didn't rise from the grave, the fact that this was a major news story for a few weeks proves he has a lasting legacy. Jim Carrey became a part of that legacy with Man on the Moon. Not the best film on this list, but that performance is too incredible to ignore. I hope that Carrey can do another one of these in the near future. The guy can do it all. I want to hear what you guys think. What is your favorite Jim Carrey movie and performance? Who do you want me to cover next on the show? Leave a comment and let me know. Follow me on Twitter at awesome_Walter and come back next week when we take a look at Jim Carrey's top 5 worst performances. Until then, thank you very much.